Hey, Leafs Nation. Hold on to your seats, because we've got some breaking news that's sure to get the conversation buzzing today. This isn't just the latest update. It's the story every Toronto Maple Leafs fan needs to hear right now. Before we dive into the details, smash that like button if you love your team, and stick around so you don't miss a thing. Monday's practice at the Ford Performance Center had a notable absence. None other than Auston Matthews, the team's star center and heart and soul captain. Social media lit up as soon as word spread. No Matthews on the ice, right before Game 5 in the now legendary Battle of Ontario. Toronto is up 3-1 against the Ottawa Senators, just one win away from advancing and sending their rivals home. But Matthews missing another day of practice? Fans are asking, what's really going on? Let's break it down. According to coach Craig Berube, there's no reason to panic. It was just a rest day, Berube told the press, calmly fielding questions about his superstar's status. Some Leafs fans might draw a sigh of relief hearing that, but just as many will remember, the team had Sunday off as well, making this Matthews' second straight day away from the rink. For a fierce competitor gearing up for a playoff clincher, that's unusual. Is there something the team isn't telling us? Matthews has been crucial in this playoff run, registering 1 goal and 4 assists so far in the series. Add to that the fact that he logged a massive 26 minutes and 23 seconds of ice time in Saturday's Game 4 overtime thriller, a bruising 4-3 loss that went right down to the wire. Only his line mate Mitch Marner played more, notching 28 minutes and 26 seconds. Berube seemed unconcerned. I look at the minutes. He played a lot last game. I have conversations with guys about it. When they feel like they need a bit more rest, I think it's a good thing. While fans trust Berube's game management, the timing does raise eyebrows. Matthews isn't just any player. He's the backbone of this franchise. And throughout the season, he's battled through an upper body injury, missing 15 games already. Could that nagging injury be flaring up again at just the wrong time? Is this all just routine load management, or is there more to the story behind closed doors? To add to the drama, goalie Joseph Woll also missed practice, with Berube simply stating that Woll was under the weather. With so much on the line, every roster change feels monumental. With Matthews out, veteran David Kempf took over center duties on the top line between Marner and Matthew Knies. That shake-up left Nick Robertson as an odd man out for the third game in a row, while Max Pacioretty held his spot on the second line with Max Domi and Bobby McMahon. So, what does this all mean for Game 5? Is Matthews actually in danger of missing the game? Or is this all part of a carefully orchestrated plan to keep him fresh and ready for the biggest contest of the season? Fans want answers, and the next 24 hours will be full of anticipation and speculation. Let's not forget, the Leafs have been here before, on the verge of closing out a series at Scotiabank Arena, with all of Toronto holding its breath. But every little twist and turn can tilt the balance. Matthews' leadership, on and off the ice, is irreplaceable. His skill set, his hockey IQ, and the calm he brings to those high-pressure moments, undeniable. Stay with us, because in the next segment we're breaking down what's actually at stake. How the team plans to adjust if Matthews isn't 100%, and what we're hearing from inside the locker room. We'll also take a closer look at the Maple Leafs' playoff run so far, and why this year feels different. Transitioning over, let's analyze what Matthews' absence means for the Leafs' game plan, how the players and coaching staff are reacting, behind the scenes, and what this means for the energy and mindset as they look to eliminate the Senators. First and foremost, Craig Berube has been crystal clear. No major changes are needed in Toronto's approach, despite the Game 4 loss. I don't think a whole lot needs to change, he reiterated. We're doing a lot of good things. We just have to keep playing our game, make minor adjustments, and match their desperation level. But beneath that calm exterior, you can feel the tension. Practically, if Matthews is working through an injury, or even just managing fatigue, it could force Toronto to diversify their attack. Kempf, Marner, and Knies have the skill to create scoring chances, but there's no denying Matthews' presence pulls defensive focus and opens up the ice for everyone else. If the team is forced to look elsewhere for offensive leadership, watch for Mitch Marner to take on even more responsibility. Marner's versatility and vision have made him a cornerstone, not just this season, but throughout his Maple Leafs career. He knows how to elevate his game when stakes are highest, but even he would admit it's easier to play loose and creative when Auston Matthews is drawing double coverage. Meanwhile, secondary scorers like Max Domi, Bobby McMahon, and Max Pacioretty will need to seize any extra minutes or momentum that comes their way. Playoff hockey demands heroes from unexpected places. Could this be the moment a player like McMahon steps up with a career-defining goal or a critical defensive play? Let's talk goaltending. Joseph Woll's absence might not set off alarm bells, just yet. Berube said he was under the weather, and as of now, there's no indication he'll miss action. Still, no position magnifies stress and pressure like the crease during playoff time. Every shot, every rebound, every split-second decision can be the difference between glory and heartbreak. Will the Leafs have their regular tandem available? Or will sudden illness force Berube to reshuffle at the last minute? Inside the locker room, sources paint a picture of quiet determination. There's belief in the system Berube's brought, trust in the next-man-up mentality, and an understanding that playoff journeys are filled with twists and adversity. Every player, from the top scorer to the last defenseman, knows what's on the line, not just for themselves, but for a fan base hungry for postseason success. Some analysts believe this series could define more than just Toronto's playoff journey. It could have ripple effects for the front office, for player contracts, and for the future direction of the franchise. If the Maple Leafs deliver a strong closeout win, confidence soars heading into the next round. But if the absence of Matthews proves bigger than anticipated, doubts and second-guessing could creep in fast. With all eyes trained on Scotiabank Arena, the Leafs know they must play fast, aggressive, and smart hockey from the drop of the puck. Ottawa won't go quietly. They pushed Toronto to the brink in Game 4, showing off the hunger and resilience that makes every playoff matchup unpredictable. What's next for Toronto? Who steps up if Matthews is limited? Can the Leafs channel their talent, depth, and home crowd's energy into a game-winning effort? We break down those scenarios and what the blueprint needs to look like in Block 3, coming up next. As we head into the final part of today's exclusive, let's dive into the fan perspective, the city's anticipation, and our journalists' intake on what's coming next for the Leafs. Toronto isn't just about hockey, it is hockey in the spring. Across the GTA, bars and living rooms will be packed, every conversation turning to lineups, last-minute updates, and yes, the status of Auston Matthews. It's more than a game. It's an emotional investment, a generational hope. Whether you're a kid with a new Leafs jersey or a lifelong fan who remembers the last cup run, you feel it. That mixture of hope and nerves, pride and anxiety. The city pulses with it, and so does this locker room. Players know they're playing for more than themselves. An absent captain? It's the stuff of both nightmares and legendary comebacks. So, what should fans expect for Game 5? Based on practice alignments and Berube's comments, the most likely scenario is this. Matthews rests in preparation, takes morning skate, and suits up, even if he isn't at 100%. Even a slightly reduced Matthews can change the outcome of a tight playoff battle. But if, in a late twist, he can't go, every other forward will need to dig deeper. Marner's playmaking, Domi's grit, Nyes's fearless energy, all will be under the microscope. No matter who laces them up, the formula for closing out the series remains unchanged. Match Ottawa's desperation. Stay patient, but seize every scoring chance. Control the puck, but also the turnovers. Berube's message has been clear. Don't get comfortable. One mistake, one slip in focus, and Ottawa has the weapons to make. Toronto pay dearly. Beyond the ice, tonight's game is a showcase for everything right and everything at stake, with Leafs hockey in 2025. The fans, the media, the entire hockey world are watching Canada's most storied franchise try to take another step forward. And here's the real story. This isn't just about one player or one missing practice. It's about a team that's learned from heartbreak and now looks to rewrite its own history. If the Leafs get it done, the credit will go beyond Matthews or Marner. It'll be about a group willing to step up for each other, for the city, and for every fan who's waited so long for this moment. So as you settle in for Game 5, remember, anything can happen. Every shot counts. Every shift is a chance to be the hero Toronto needs. And in the wild world of playoff hockey, even the quietest day off can end in the loudest celebration. For now, Leafs Nation, keep calm but be ready to celebrate. Whatever happens next, you know we'll have it covered right here. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should we be worried about Matthews, or is this just smart, strategic rest from Berube? Hit like, share with fellow fans, and let us know how you